Hello, hello. I didn't turn this on. Hello, 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 and welcome.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye, Sean.
You have not been disowned, I forgive you.
Hello and welcome to this stream of The Adventures of the Golden Tooth, a title which is too long apparently for my Twitch overlay. I forgot about that. I usually call it The Golden Tooth, I think. That's about the same. Anyway, that's besides the point. It's time for us to play the game.
Tis.
My name is John and I am joined by Sean and Amy
The one who's actually watched Lilo and Stitch.
and Sean.
Has also watched Lilo and Stitch for reasons.
I've also watched Lilo and Stitch, so really it's...
Fine, okay. Let me try and pick something random that you probably haven't seen. I've seen The Dark Crystal.
I've seen The Dark Crystal.
I've seen Mirror Mask.
No.
I've seen a Serbian film.
Oh, fuck you.
Specific Serbian film?
Hmm?
Sean is super quiet.
No, he's not. I can hear
Oh,
him.
Sean is like...
I shall bellow the entire...
Let's just nudge Sean up a little. He was at 25% on my...
Oh,
Discord.
nudge him up a little.
How is Sean sounding now, Erasuthion? Or Michael?
My mic sounds nice. Check one.
I've seen Back to the Future and Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
I have also seen those.
Also, I have an announcement to make. I actually haven't seen The Dark Crystal.
Well then,
You lie.
first time.
You lied to us.
I know I did. I'm sorry. I will be spanked if
I was shocked because I remember you saying you've never seen it.
Anyway, we are back to play the Golden Tooth. This little D&D campaign. When last we saw the Golden Tooth, they had just experienced the loss of two of their members. Squeak, the Kenku rogue, and Barum, the dwarven barbarian, had set off and made their way to Waterdeep, where they were going to watch the family home of Theodas Lorcaren as Theodas set out on a quest to reunite himself with his long-lost wife, Renala, and for cues on how that's going, tune into Tomb of Annihilation.
He died on the way. The end.
He may have died on the way back, we don't know for sure. Just yet. I mean, definitely he's died inside a few times along the way. But in the meantime, the Kenku and the dwarf have left us, leaving Calderax, Malzere, and Neferin pottering around in their keep. On one recent sojourn into town, Malzere and Calderax got caught up in a rainstorm that was just too dire to return to the castle inn, and so they stayed in the tavern overnight. And would you say it's fair to say things got a little steamy?
Yes.
Things got very steamy, John.
Stop!
What's the matter, Amy?
I will spank the shit out of you.
I'm not sure if you're helping or hurting the situation there, Amy. Malzere is...
I've not been able to do this for several weeks.
Michael says he'll be in his bunk. Malzere is also currently concerned that he received a letter recently from his brother, who had been missing for a period of time. How long was he on Sparrow Falls?
He was on Sparrow Falls for just under a year, I believe.
who had been on Sparrow Falls for just under a year or so, having since returned to the mainland of Faerun, Morks and Malzere have written to each other several times discussing how things are going with the family, and the fact that Malzere is now travelling with Calderax, who as the result of disagreement had arranged for Morks to be arrested for crimes that he had committed.
Which is fair.
Which is fairish, being the operative, not real word there, but vague sound at the very least. Morks doesn't seem too happy that Calderax is hanging out with his little brother, and informs Malzere that in the first month of 1490, which it now is, Morks would come to visit Calderax, Malzere, and the Keep to check on things.
I'm scared. I'm actually terrified.
So, before we get to Morks and his impending visit,
Oh, we're still in Nefrin's room. We've just realised.
you're still in Neferin's room from an event that occurs after the visit.
Yeah.
Literally, we've just been like hugging her pillow, crying.
Sat downstairs like, what?
Actually, let's get Neff back into the castle.
I shall roll my soul.
I'm at the table. Oi.
He's multitasking.
Oh, hey. Neff in every room.
Alright, fine.
Everyone's quite quiet compared to you, John, by the way.
Are we?
That happens every stream.
Why does that happen so much?
Because you don't turn us up on OBS.
But if I turn you up too much, you can't hear me over the you.
Yeah, you need to turn your desktop audio up.
I have done that now. Hopefully you'll start sounding better now.
We'll see if Michael can tell us. But carry on.
Before we get to Morks's visit, what preparations? Amy can't sound better, only louder.
What?
That's what Michael says.
For fuck's sake.
Before we get to Morks's visit, you guys have about a week and a half or so of downtime to prepare things. So is there anything that Malzere and Calderax and Neferin you would like to prepare around the castle before the visit?
I don't know, because Morks isn't a very picky person, because he and Malzere have lived in a shed all their lives.
You're saying a castle is a step up for him?
Yes! I suppose we could clean a bit.
You guys spend a little bit of time cleaning and ensuring that you're stocked up on goods.
Yeah, do we have a broom around here? At all? Anywhere? At all? Somewhere?
Yeah,
Anyone?
it's in here, I'm sure.
Good. I'll do it. For once.
I like how Neff's just expected to know where things are.
How will they
Right.
cope? In the time that you are doing this, in this period of about a week or so, on one of your trips into Fandalen to restock on supplies and ensure that your cupboards are fully lined and prepared for the impending visit, you notice that... Where is it? Which was the shop that isn't there anymore?
Did we burn it?
No.
Should we have?
No.
Oh.
So, Barthen's Provisions, the supplier that you guys made your initial stop in Fandalen to drop the supplies off at, has gone out of business.
Why?
It is now a gnome by the name of Ditch Fundy.
Ditch.
What a name.
Has purchased it, or is working for someone who has purchased it, and she is now running it. She is now establishing it as a temple to Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Naming it the Temple of the Coin Maiden.
Oh. Okay.
Joaquin.
Wally.
Is the goddess of wealth and money and profits and things.
I wonder how I guessed.
Other than that, what is the current goings on in Fandalen at this point?
How's the orchard doing?
The orchard is doing well.
Still isn't yours.
Still isn't Malzaray's.
How's the orchard starting to do the one that Neff's planted here?
It has started to sprout.
Yay! That's so good.
Hi, Rekia.
Hi, Rekia.
Yeah. It went down an octave every time it was said.
Hi, Rekia. Darren Edomath, who is the elderly half-elf elderly elf who runs the orchard, is currently enjoying the company of his daughter.
Oh, that came out wrong.
In the terms of she has moved in to help him run the orchard now.
Oh, she has. Oh, that's so nice of her.
They're currently building turreted walls.
They do still have a poster of Malzaray up at the gate saying no.
Nothing else, just no.
No.
Anything you want, no.
Oh, and let's go. Let me also point out the political scene in Fandalen, because I'm sure everybody's on tenterhooks for that. Since you guys came to the town, when you guys first got here, Harbin Wester was the town master and basically the banker that owned most of Fandalen and was just kind of in charge. When you guys arrived, Sildar Hallwinter installed himself as sort of a town master stroke sheriff. Since you guys saved the mines, there has been a 3-person town council made up of Harbin Wester, Sildar Hallwinter, and the wife of the Stonehill tavern owner.
Okay.
Tavern, or was that the big good tavern?
That's the good tavern. Trelina.
Okay.
Trelina Stonehill. The tavern that you guys spent a lot of your time in exploring the lost mines of Phandelver, staying at their tavern. And breaking a lot of their glasses.
It's their own fault for giving it to Barham.
She has recently gone missing. Trelina.
Oh, woo.
Oh shit.
The town council are seeing this as a challenge to themselves and have established that there will now be a council of 5 members.
Let's see how many of these can go missing.
Such that there is still enough, should one of them go missing, for them to do things. There is still a voting quorum. And that one of the town council members will be elected the mayor of the town. And there is presently a mayoral election running between Sildar Hallwinter and Harbin Wester. Which is going about as well as you would expect a mayoral election to go.
Indeed. 43 dead.
But for you guys, a few days into the year 1490, there is a knocking at the front door.
I'll get it! Doopy doopy doo. Opens door.
Hello, Calderax.
Hi! Morgs Mastery!
What? What is it?
You have a visitor!
I do? Oh, I do? What? Runs. Oh my! What's that?
Wait.
What the fuck happened to your face?
Hello, brother.
Gives him a hug.
Returns the hug. You are... Don't think you can leave, Calderax.
My gosh, I can do it at one.
Yeah, you can come in if you want. Nice to see you again.
I assume you own more than just the front steps.
Oh yeah, I own a lot. I don't own Nephrin, but this is Nephrin. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello, Nephrin. My brother is as polite as ever, I see.
Yeah, we're used to it by now, it's fine.
I'm sorry, just you saying you coming to visit is just short notice.
I gave you a week's notice.
I know, but yeah. Come on, I'll show you around if you want.
That would be a good start.
Have you grown taller? Have you grown taller? I don't know. Maybe it's just the face. Anyway, let's go.
You are as subtle as ever, little brother.
I try. And I just tore him around the place.
He will follow you around. He will not answer any questions yet about his face.
Twice.
And any recent scarring and or removed tattoos from there.
I forgot about that. So yeah, I show him around.
Knock knock.
I like that you've got a little ninja face on.
He's hiding like a ninja. Like, peeks out. Who is it?
Al, you in there by any chance?
No.
Well, Well, I'm out here making food. If you want to talk.
Hello.
May I come in?
All right.
Just sit over here. So that was an interesting introduction.
Yes.
How long's he here for?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would assume while he's
Here for a time.
I think you'd have to ask Malzer. I really don't know.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Or
Yeah.
ask him directly, because he might know.
Yeah, that's fair. If you need anything, let me know. I'll leave you in peace.
I'll be hiding in here.
You might want to come out at some point, but
No, I'll be fine. I'll just I got some food in a cupboard somewhere.
Ricky Dokes, I'll leave you to it. She just like shut the door quietly behind her.
I kept the rations for wartime. This is definitely wartime.
Meanwhile, across the
Meanwhile, apparently, Malks is being shown around, and the many souvenirs that Malzere has collected.
So, I never really did ask you, how was the island?
It was, mostly a nightmare.
shithole.
It was, a prison, worse than a prison ship. I wanted to leave several times. I'm fairly sure I died a couple, if not more.
Does that explain the scar thingy?
Yes.
I mean, it's not bad. Makes you look, edgier?
Yes.
Edgelord. Like some edgelord we found in a dungeon somewhere.
I, needed that. Clearly. I have been touring a friend I made on the island. A frog person. Suggested I look into the more profitable sides of performance, brother.
Oh.
Like, sort of similar to you.
Oh, I knew you'd get into it sometime.
He will pull out a flower-covered lyre. No, he is not talking about prostitution.
What?
Michael! He pulls out a flower-covered lyre and just strums.
You still have it?
I have made some alterations, but it's still the same lyre you bought, yes.
I didn't take you for the flower sort.
It's a long story.
I feel like you have a lot of long stories.
Yes, mostly revolving around, well, an island. We've got some time. I'm here for a little while.
Well, good.
I suppose I should tell you, I've got a job nearby that you and your friends might be able to help me with.
Are you stalking me?
No, you're my brother.
I know, but are you trying to get a job so you can spy on me or something?
No, there was a cleanup task. Oh, and everyone went upstairs. Cool.
Alright.
There's
keep
a
talking.
cleanup task in Fandalen. One of my associates knew someone who moved into the manor there. They had something valuable. Apparently the sort of thing that you wouldn't want to fall into the wrong hands.
Right.
It may have fallen into the wrong hands.
Okay.
I'm being paid a reasonable amount of money to ensure that that nothing further happens to it or to the manor or to, I guess, the fine people of Fandalen. Really a lesser concern if you ask me, but the money is decent enough.
And you want us to help you?
Well, I'm in the area and you're in the area.
I mean, if you're
For
gonna
old
split the
time's sake.
pay. Yeah. I mean, it's been, what, a year since I've seen you?
Something like that. Seems like a lifetime.
Then I guess...
I think if our letters are correct for both of us, technically it has been a lifetime.
Well... How could I say no to you? I've missed you.
I've missed you too, brother. I
Come on, you don't
question...
be so awkward about it.
I question your choice of friends.
We can come to that later, because I've got questions for you too.
For now, let's just... For now, let's just catch up for a while. And then we will transition. Wobbly wobbly, wobbly wobbly crossfade. Should we say the following morning, that after the telling of a couple of long stories, a jam session, and possibly sleeping?
A jam session? Yeah, sure.
Morks and Malzere are in the dining room.
Okay.
I'll leave. I'm going to be sat at the miniature dining table.
Godric's been in the cupboard all night.
Apparently nibbling cheese, yes. We should possibly head to Fandalen before things get too bad there.
Are we in a particular rush?
There might be a certain time sensitivity to this.
Well, that's fine. But we haven't really told the other two about it yet, is the problem.
Are you a leader in this group?
Oh, it kind of shifts. Technically, Nephrin's the one in charge. But it, sometimes it's me.
Somewhere in Waterdeep, a Kenku is very happy.
I'll go ask her and the other one, yeah. Nefri!
Yes.
Right, I was gonna ask you this last night and I kind of forgot, so I'm asking it now. Morx needs help with something, and I'm gonna help him. I was wondering if you wanna help too?
Yeah. What kind of thing?
Apparently something falling into the wrong hands and we kind of have to sort that out. It pays.
Yeah. I mean, it's one way to get to know him, I guess.
Oh, well, I know he's a bit awkward, but he's nice.
Yeah, not as awkward as someone.
Yeah, I should probably ask him as well. Give me a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Goes and knocks on the door.
No answer.
Slams on the door.
No answer.
Cal, would you open the fuck up?
It's not locked.
Can I go in?
Can you?
I don't know, is the door locked?
No.
I will go inside then. Where the fuck is he? Knocks on this door.
He's silent.
Cal, I'm not stupid. I know you in there. I know you in there.
Doesn't answer.
Cal, I will open the fucking door if you don't open it in 5 seconds.
He's not answering.
Opens the door.
Sat like hugging his legs.
What are you doing?
Sitting.
Listen, me, Nephrin, and Morx are going out for a job thing. Do you want to come with us?
But he'll be there.
And?
I don't think he'd want me.
He goes and he kind of just kneels next to Cal and just goes, look, why don't we take advantage of this trip, alright? I'm not saying that you two have to miraculously make friends again overnight. Maybe this is the first step.
I doubt it.
Okay. We're looking optimistically. He hasn't said anything bad about you yet.
Really, nothing at all.
No! He's been very polite, actually.
Inside check. Inside. Why was that? Why was that? I'll go roll that
Well,
again.
either way.
I'll re-roll that because I
Go on.
don't like having it. 21. There we go.
Well, you feel like Mauseray feels like he's telling the truth. Whether it's the actual truth, you're not sure.
You won't want me.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what he wants. It's what I want, and I want you there.
Fine.
Hey, there we go.
Someone has to make sure you don't get killed.
Oh, that's the spirit. Come on.
Get changed.
Is he like naked the whole time?
No, he's been in clothes, but he's getting changed.
Cool.
I mean, he's been in the
Alright.
same clothes all night, sitting in the cupboard. Those are
Alright,
cupboard
so-
clothes.
Cupboard clothes.
No, those were his specific cupboard clothes. He's got a set for cupboard clothes. He's got a set for going out. A set for sitting in the dining hall.
Right, we all ready?
Morks just kind of has half of the breakfast hanging out the one side of his mouth. Woman. I can see why she's the leader. And the chef.
Yeah.
I feed everyone.
Grey Castle.
Dawn? Senior?
No, that's
Not
our dad.
quite.
But, yeah. Come on, let's go.
Out of the two present Chernadorn, you are the senior.
It's true. Probably got grey hairs coming soon.
Slaps back of head.
Alright, I'm sorry. Come on, let's go.
You guys head into Vandalen.
Onwards and upwards.
And you make your way to Tresendor Manor, which, as you guys will recall, was the rundown manor. Actually, let's go and look at the map. Because we have a map of Vandalen and everything.
Holy footballs. There's a map.
So what is listed on this map as Barthen's Provisions is now known as the Temple of the Coin Maiden, but they don't let me edit the text on the map.
Well, you've got a paintbrush.
True.
Just go.
Done. Also probably that one as well.
Barthen just lives next door to it, seething with rage.
Oh, you're still working that good.
So this is Tresendor Manor. It was the rundown ruins on the outskirts of town where the Red Brands made a lair in the basement. In recent months, another group of adventurers has moved in.
Son of a bitch!
And has been restoring the manor. But it would appear that restoration has more recently gone up shit creek. As you approach, many of the crumbled walls of the manor show signs of having recently been rebuilt, but even the newer stonework has been toppled and smashed, coating everything in the area with a thick layer of dust. You can see temporary structures that are seemingly set up to aid the reconstruction that have been badly damaged by force and fire. Although a couple of wood buildings still stand amid the destruction. Would anybody like to make me an investigation or arcana check?
I would love to.
Which one am I better at?
Investigation.
Neither.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yay!
Start as we mean to go on.
Neferin, this may have been a house at some point and people may have lived in it.
Good for me, I still know a thing.
Malzare, Sophia. Actually, let's do the important check as well. Which one is he better at? Neither.
Really now?
Oh yeah, he doesn't know in it.
Yes.
Calderax.
Hello.
The fire damage that you see is not natural, and you suspect that magic was involved. And the damaged stonework doesn't appear to have been smashed by weapon or tool. Suggesting that this was a creature of great size and strength.
I relay that to the people.
Right.
So bad shit.
Bad shit.
Can I do? Would it be survival or something to check footprints to see whether there's any fresh ones?
You can try. Yes, it would be a survival.
Does all survivaling.
That's a lot of survivaling.
For love nor money, but I could survive. Damn it.
There are a lot of footprints.
Are there many new ones since all of the destruction and falling?
Yes. Where is the thing that is here? With that check, you spot amongst a number of humanoid footprints going into and out of the building. You spot a number of tracks that resemble canine footprints. A pack of wild dogs of some description appears to be either inside the manor house picking things apart in the upper or lower levels.
Dog size, wolf size.
Relatively large dog,
Okay.
not quite wolf.
Okie dokes. She will point them out to everyone. You're not supposed to breathe in the dust. Come on now.
It's too late, I'm already dead.
Well, shit.
Would you guys like to make me a stealth check as you approach?
Jesus.
Um,
As you approach Jesus.
As you approach the
was a-
Jesus.
was there was a
First of all,
something
I
I
don't.
could do for that?
Do you have Pass Without a Trace?
Did I?
Level 1. Is it level 1 or level 2 spell?
Yeah.
Yes. Once per day you have Pass Without a Trace.
Shall I do that?
It will help me because I have to roll a disadvantage.
Does someone need a hand?
I need a hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Please hand.
There you go.
Morgs is the new talent. Is it all of us or just Caldrax?
Anybody who is approaching.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're normal. I'm disadvantaged because I've got heavy armor on.
Yeah. Oh, you rolled a nat 20 as well. That was close. I love the fucking polar opposites of those two.
I'll get advantage, but yeah. Hey.
I also love the fact that even with that, you roll better than Calderax did without the advantage of Pass Without a Trace.
I love it.
Anyway, that aside, you sneak up to the edge of the ruins, and numerous black and grey jackals are prowling inside the ruins. Some are gnawing on bones, while others are sniffing and digging at piles of stones in the centre of the manor courtyard.
Puppets.
And I will just move us over to...
The battle map.
A merp.
a merp.
Just a few then.
Oh, look at us. We're so cute.
I'm just going to
Look
move...
at us with you between Morks and me.
I love how it's the 3 tieflings and then their friend.
I mean, really, any way I set this up, it's just going to be...
Just,
That's
more,
right.
just Caldrax will be like all the way over here. As far away from Mork as possible.
So there are a number of Yackles within
The
the...
other Yakkers.
A number of Yackles. How would you like to approach this situation?
Oh.
No idea.
They're gnawing on bones and trying to dig for shit, so I'm going to assume they're going to probably try to kill us if we come close to them.
Hmm.
So,
What's the rest of the space around here like? The courtyard we're in.
This is the courtyard of the manor. It's kind of strewn with rocky outcrops of ruined stonework.
Can any of us perceive what they're busy trying to dig up and gnawing on?
They appear to just be kind of gnawing on any bones or meat they can get.
And probably a shoe somewhere, let's face it.
Probably one of them has a shoe.
there's a slipper. There's a slipper.
Once was a slipper, it isn't any longer. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Okay.
We look.
The look.
Oh, come on!
Oh wait, I am one of you.
I am all. I am Odin Allfather.
How good is your perception?
It's alright. Oh,
Yay! The Churnatorns roll a 20. You can all spot that this jackal with a minorly different token is wearing a satchel.
Oh?
He's swole.
It is also a bit more swole than the others. But predominantly the main difference between it and the other jackals is it currently has on a satchel.
Why the hell does it have on a satchel?
It's trying to be fashionable.
Well then. Do we attack or do we just watch?
Anyone how's people feel about their animal handling? Can we have a look?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Mine is 1.
I've got 2.
What are we looking at? Sorry.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Mine's 5.
Well then.
Morks is about as confident in his animal handling skills as Malzere is.
Either we attack or we
I don't think they're going to be tamed. One of them is wearing a satchel, which is the sign of thug.
Well, that answers the question then, doesn't it?
It's almost like he's wearing a hoodie. It's
Has anyone got anything that might scare them off?
Mork starts to draw a rapier.
Oh shit.
You've got what do I have? I might have like a spell that might be able to just like spook them. I don't think I do.
Why would we want to spook them? We can just kill them.
Or why kill them and waste spell slots and energy when we could get rid of them by scaring them off?
Alright, well, go jump out and say boo at them or something.
I'm trying to see what I have that might do that thing.
Morks points at rapier.
I don't think I actually have anything that can really... I mean, I have thaumaturgy that can make my voice all booming and scary, but I can't really do anything like that.
That is a fucking shiny rapier, mate.
I feel like Mork probably has the right idea then.
Yeah?
Well, then, let's go and kill them.
Yay, death!
I would like everybody to roll me initiatives, please.
Click on my face first.
Did I click on my face? Or
Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
did. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind.
I did. I'm highlighted, but for some reason he's not done it.
Well, you rolled 11. Oh.
I did. I shall roll. I shall click again and roll. Of course, I get more, but yeah. I got 11.
You see Michael's comment?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yay, death. Amy, you are terrifying.
I know.
Bear with me as I roll these 10 jackals initiatives.
So this one is now going to be called Roy.
Roy the roided up jackal.
Yep. Exactly that. What did that do?
Oh, come on.
With his fucking +7.
Very disappointed in you, Morks.
How dare.
The jackals haven't noticed you yet.
Oh, they did.
Malzare.
5, 10, 15. I might use Thunderwave and just take a load of them out. But then at the same time, I don't know what the health is. That's a problem.
I would assume not much. That one's probably got more.
Alright, well, fuck it. I'm gonna go here and I will cast Thunderwave at 3rd level.
What is the range of Thunderwave again? 15 feet?
It's 15 feet, yes. So I will do an awoo as I do this. Not a cute awoo, like a wolf awoo.
Awoo!
Awoo! And then do it. Now, if it would let me choose level 3, I could do that. Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It's nice to say most of the jackals don't have much health.
And I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Morks, why not?
Morks.
Is suddenly much higher up the turn order.
Morks is just gonna run over here with a rapier in one hand. And
Can't believe.
a short sword in the other.
Stabby stab.
Nice.
And finishes off the 2 jackals that were out there.
What's Roy's reaction to having seen his friends all just get murdered?
Roy is looking up very scared right now.
Ah, poor Roy.
Good him.
Calarax.
I am going to. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
That's a
Fuck
good
it.
question.
Can I get to him? Can I get to him? I can get to him. I can get to him. So I'm going to go. "Uah!" And I'm going to attempt to inflict wounds. 22.
That'll hit.
And what do we want it at? I'm going to do it at second. I'm going to do it at second level.
Do it.
So that will beat his 2 remaining hit points. Roy, or as they were actually called by the adventure, Hamibi,
That's what we said. Roy.
disintegrates, and the satchel just hits the ground.
So, you good, Nephrin?
Yeah?
I go and pick the satchel up.
Neferin just kind of lowers her bow, like,
Oh.
okay.
Had she even got it out at that point?
She was about to act, so maybe maybe there was just like an arrow nearly pulled. The satchel contains a 50 gold.
Ooh.
What's 50 divided by 4?
Hold
Awkward.
on. 50 divided by... As soon as the D and dash thing loads...
And a potion that is separated into brown, silver, and grey layers resembling bands of stone.
50 is 12 gold each and then 2 left over.
Okay. Well, we'll give the extra 2 to Morg since it was his mission.
Oh, really? Will we now?
Yes, we will. So 5, 9, 7.
Yay, 14. I forgot to write his gold down on his Roll20 character sheet.
I hold up the potion to Morg and I'm just like, is this what we were after?
He shakes his head.
Oh. Well, it's up for grabs if anyone wants it.
What potion is it?
Some stone potion.
It's a potion that is separated into brown, silver, and grey layers resembling stonework.
I mean, I can carry it. I mean, I'm assuming we want it, but obviously I don't really want to take it if we don't know what it is.
You can have it if you want.
Weird, stony potion.
Right. Onwards and upwards?
Or inwards, or middlewards, or left, or right.
What are our options?
Well, there's a hidden basement that you guys know about. Or you can explore where you currently are.
Right. Lead the way, Morg Senior.
I am the only Morks.
Well, not necessarily. Could be many Morkses.
I'm the one and only.
Alright, I think we can investigate around here, I think, first.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
Oh, actually sexy.
Are we all investigating?
10.
Okay. Nephirin.
Yep.
You notice that newly built wooden structures have been struck by fire. 2 of them still stand, but most have been burnt or smashed to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Calderax, you notice that the older masonry of the manor walls has been crumbling for some time, and that new stonework has been starting to replace it, but everything has been smashed to pieces. Malzere,
Yar.
humanoid remains were the source of the jackal's meal.
Oh, I love it. I can't believe the jackals were into war.
You also, while digging through the stone and crumbling masonry that is in this area, you find a half-orc.
Oh? Is he dead or alive?
She appears to be moaning in pain.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, you're alive. Alright, hey, don't move. I've got this. It's alright. I heal us 7 hit points. Hey, it's alright, miss.
Don't say it in such a questioning way.
What happened? If you can tell me.
You can see with your healing that she comes back to her senses a little bit more, that half of her outfit is singed in flame, half of her hair has been burnt away. She has something in her mouth.
Oh, she's gagged.
You can't quite tell.
I will investigate her mouth.
As you sort of press fingers into mouth, she kind of coughs and spits out what looks a bit like a watch, like a pocket watch.
Ew. Okay.
Covered in half-orc slobber.
They came for the timepiece. They came for the timepiece.
So you tried to eat the timepiece?
Needed to keep it safe.
Logical. And I just kind of like pick it up with like, you know when people like kind of pick things up with their thumb and finger. That's what I do.
Talanatha used it, but it stayed behind. I grabbed it, but I didn't know where she went.
What do we need to give it back to her?
To Talanatha.
Yeah.
I don't know where she went. She was one of my fellow adventurers. She, when they attacked, she disappeared.
And you've got no idea where she could have gone?
No, she used it. Disappeared in a flash of light.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit. Right.
Some of the attackers went underground.
Alright, well... Hey. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on her again just to steady her a bit. Because I can tell she's in a lot of pain.
I also am assuming you, like, unbury her.
I was unaware she was buried, but yeah, sure. But yeah, I just kind of like help her get a bit more comfortable.
I don't know what they wanted in the basement. I don't know what they wanted at all.
Well, look, you rest here and we'll try and figure it out, alright?
Yes. I'll rest.
Alright, what's your name, miss?
Oh, my name is Gilda.
Gilda. My name's Malzray.
It's
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too, Malzray. My name is Gilda Dunn.
Nice name. But, listen, you just rest here, alright? We'll sort this out.
Okay.
Good. Lads, to the basement!
That
Are you done?
sounds like a plan.
What?
Well, I show them the timepiece as we're going down to the basement. At this point, I kind of like use my cape to kind of clean it off.
Meow.
Meow. The fuck just happened? Don't know. I can't believe John's heckin' dead.
Who else
Oh,
on
we'll
this?
come back.
Morks. Hello.
Hello.
There we go, that's better.
Oh, my Discord's at red. Can you guys hear me
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
I can.
My
Sorry.
Discord at red. Discord is fucking dying as usual.
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
it is.
Anyways, we're down here now.
So
Oh,
yes,
this place.
Malzere shows you guys a stopwatch. Or it looks to be a golden pocket watch.
Oh shit! I remember this place.
Can it be heard ticking?
Yes.
Okay, so it's working. Fancy.
Apparently they were after it, whoever they were.
And
Well,
I
if
do.
it come down here, I'm sure we'll find out.
Right.
Can I do a perception?
Oh shit! The war's still here.
You can give it a go. It doesn't seem to be ticking normally.
I pass it to her so she can have a better look at it.
It's it's ticking a little bit. It's not a consistent ticking sound.
A tad erratic.
A tad erratic. You're not sure it's actually a useful timepiece.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
You're not sure what it is, but it doesn't seem like it's a standard
In the wall.
timepiece.
Does it have any writing or anything anywhere on it?
I didn't mean to click that, but I did.
Well, now you have to live with the consequences, John.
It does not.
Okay.
It's gold. It doesn't have writing, but it does have sort of symbols.
Right, okay.
But not text.
Okie dokes. I think she would put it in a bag for
Okay.
the moment. And deal with the task at hand.
The door at the bottom of the stairs opens to a set of double stairs that descend north and south around 10 feet into a cellar. At the west end of the room, a cistern full of clear water bubbles lazily. A door on the cellar's west wall is ajar.
Ooh.
That's a silly place to put a jar.
It's a giant
Shit.
jar if it fills that doorway.
Should we investigate it?
Yes.
I will look in carefully.
Stacks of crates and casks line the walls of this storeroom.
Is it the same as we saw it last time?
They appear to be different crates and casks, but they seem to be putting the same area of the basement to the same sort of use.
Oh, I'll investigate them just in case.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh shit, that's worrying. Yay!
Oh no, perception!
As you go in, you open your mind to the world. You see all.
I channel Morks in me.
You notice that the way that some of the crates have been set out means that 3 flasks of alchemist's fire would fall if you moved the crates in certain ways.
Okay, not doing that, bye!
So you can, with that check, just take those flasks of alchemist's fire.
I will do that.
You have 3 flasks of alchemist fire. And are conveniently not set on fire.
So 3, what's the weight of that?
I believe each flask is 1.
Cool. I will keep all of them. And then I will leave. What's wrong?
Nothing. That was an out of character.
Yeah, and that was now character. What's wrong?
Nothing!
Right.
So, I guess we keep going.
Well, if I'm not really mistaken, out that door was a trap.
You point to that door, Calderax, and recall that there was a door there, and some new stonework has been built over it.
Oh shit.
So
As
it's
in,
filled in.
it's not a door.
It appears that the new tenants have put a wall in place of the door. It looks thin, and that you could probably break it down.
What do we remember about that?
I remember, wasn't there a secret door there? Like a
There
spring
was
door?
a secret door there.
Well, let's have a look-see. How did we activate it again?
I think we just pushed it.
I push it.
I can't remember the button to press. There it is. You open the secret door.
Yay, secret door!
Secret door!
Ha, we found a secret door. Moonwalks through it.
Morks would be impressed
I
and
do
would
not.
follow you if my roll 20 was working.
I do not moonwalk through the door. Just saying.
So I heard Sean saying a thing, and I can't.
Can't what?
I heard you start to say a thing, and then I think roll 20 may have caused Discord to go away.
Oh, fair.
What did you say?
Pass.
Cool. I need to get to the description of this room now.
Big fucking room full of fucking
Can I
weapons and
proceed?
romances.
You can roll me a perception.
Perception. I'm liking the 19s.
Perception.
The smell of death is strong in what was probably once a large, ornate hall. And Malzere, you can feel that Talon sword heavily in this room because this is where you found it.
Oh, yeah.
Not only are the walls and supports crumbling, but a 10-foot deep rift has opened in the floor. Two bridges span the rift, but the floor of the rift is now littered with skeletal corpses.
I believe this is where we found Talon, correct?
The rift is where you found Talon.
Nice.
Neferin,
Hello.
as you enter the room, you can hear down in the rift the faint crunching sound of something eating.
She will whisper that to the others.
Shat.
Shit. I guess we stealth?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we shall stealth. Let's do that.
Stealthing is a thing I am good at.
Are we still on?
We know.
Yes, you would still be under Pass Without a Trace.
I've still got a roll at disadvantage.
We're all under it, aren't we? Can't
Yes.
start
Yeah.
it.
Lost like an
Everyone.
hour or something.
Yeah.
16.
Ah!
16. 16.
Morg still wins.
You
I'm
stuff.
to know he's never going to win because he has to roll a disadvantage.
Never going to win, but at least I might stay hidden. You believe you are stealthy. Where do you go?
I'm gonna cross the bridge. Oh, this is where the fucking mind reader thing was.
Oh, it was. So it was.
Ah, memories. Actually, pre-stream memories.
Yeah?
It
Oh,
was.
what?
So it was.
And Michael says too late, the moonwalking is canon.
Also, wasn't this where we, like... I'm not sure of this dining room thing. Wasn't this where we, like, locked a load of people into stuff? Or was that a different place?
Was that a different dining room?
I genuinely can't remember because we've done it at least 3 times now.
Yeah, that's become an us thing, hasn't it?
Oh, we can ask Baron when we see him again.
Yeah, so I guess we head up here and see, or do we head along the corridor? What's thoughts?
Are we going down this corridor, or are we going along the crevasse to see if we can find out what's eating?
Yeah, I think we should go along. I was just looking down the staircase for memory's sake. When everybody was ratted out.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Malzery, because Malzery's also...
Would you guys like to make me perception checks as you sort of look over the edge of the rift?
I would love to, Father Dearest.
Calderax and Nephirin, and let me roll one for Morks as well. No, you can't persuade the rift. Calderax and Nephirin.
Yep.
You look over the edge and you can see that since you left, a vast number of new bodies have been thrown into this rift.
Mm-hmm.
You're counting... No, it doesn't actually tell me how many. There's a lot of new bodies down there in a mix of different clothing and armor. And you can see that there are insects down there just munching on the corpses.
Is it clothing that's recognised as kind of local?
Yes.
Okay.
Please tell me, are there any apples down there?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
How big are the bugs?
Normal insect sized. Like it's a lot of insects have just had a very big meal.
And that's the crunching noise.
That's the crunching sound.
Okay.
Okey-dokes.
Can we see what exactly they were crunching on, or was it like everything down there?
It's just largely bits and pieces of everything down there. It's a lot of mostly skeletal corpses now because bugs have turned them into skeletons.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, well, shit. Where should we go? I think we should cross the bridge again.
You're going to check that room at the end that's open.
Yeah, because I feel like there was a secret door here as well, and I can't remember where it was. I'm very suspicious of these just stairs that just randomly here.
Morks will just whisper to you, Nephirin, as you come up here. Have you guys been here before?
Yeah. A fair while ago. It's changed a little since they've obviously reworked things.
Oh, that room that you were in.
Yeah.
A dozen desiccated and skeletal humanoid corpses litter the floor of this room, Malzere. The stone of the north wall has been etched with intricate runes, but the pattern ends abruptly.
Oh, so... here?
Yeah, that wall is covered in runes.
I cannot remember how we opened this, if we even did open it.
Yeah, it was a secret door, wasn't it?
Is anybody here proficient with Arcana?
Nope.
Let me just have a good old looky-see here. No.
Should we just roll and hope for the best?
Nope, you can't do it if you're not proficient.
Well, we done fucked then, ain't we, lads?
Okay.
Can I whisper seductively to it?
No, you can study it for a while if you want.
I will study it, yes.
Tell them the secret.
I will persuade the door to open. Will it open?
The door opens.
Okay.
Malzere just kind of like blinks and just like, well, okay, and then just goes.
So this is taking us back to...
This little
where we came in, if we can
Uh,
through here.
Yeah.
So that room, Mal.
Is the tomb
Yeah,
beside-
you involved to wait for the cleric to go there, right? Yeah,
well, fuck you.
one that can detect undead things. Yeah.
3 smashed human-sized coffins and 1 intact smaller coffin lie on the floor in here. The larger coffins were carved out of mahogany and lined with a rotting silk, and humanoid bones are scattered on the ground.
Do we remember this coffin?
There were coffins in here before.
If I'm correct, Barham smashed them to pieces.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So where the fuck has this one come from?
this is new.
When you say
Investigation.
what kind of small?
Maybe dwarven or gnomish.
Oh, okay.
I will wait for the others to come in and then investigate.
Do 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 do. Hello.
Do 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 do. Okay. Oh shit.
When you say investigation, what are you doing?
I'm just looking at it to see if there's anything untoward about it.
It is a coffin.
I like coffins. They're snazzy. Sorry if that's not really morbid.
Okay. So we've got. Are either of these doors open at all? As in, open ajar, or are they both closed?
They are both presently closed.
Can I perceive to see if I can hear anything coming from either?
Yes, you can.
Perception. Yeah. That's not 19. Please.
Which door are you listening to first?
This one.
With that roll, you can hear ragged breathing.
Okay. And then if I carry on to this one.
Roll me another perception.
No.
You can't hear anything.
I can hear the sea for some reason. I don't know why.
You're not sure.
So yeah, she'll say there's some sort of ragged breathing in there. Sounds very unsettled.
Spooky. What, in the coffin?
No, in through this door.
Oh. Okay, well, somebody else can open the door then.
Can we detect any undead in there?
Uh,
No, that's a very point.
At least for my eyes of the grave, I need to be able to like look into the room.
Morks.
Well, maybe can detect them. I can detect good or evil.
Nah, we'll just go in.
Morks checks the
Morks is
handle,
ready.
but it is locked.
Well then,
And so he pulls out his thieves' tools.
Yay.
Bear with me, I have this.
I would just laugh so hard if he managed to critically fail. It's just-
Somehow locks the door 3 times tighter than it was previously.
Click.
somehow the door is now metal and has no key.
He opens the door and waves magnanimously to let you inside. Not magnanimously, magnificently, I'll go with. That's a word. I mean, magnanimously is also a word, but...
At least,
If you
like,
say that enough times, do you lose the ability to say it?
What, magnanimously?
Yeah.
It depends how quickly I try and say it.
I don't know. I think you can do it, man. Now I'm off.
Calderax, in the northern cell is a rotting dragonborn corpse.
Yeah.
Well then,
To the south, a similar cell holds two half-elf commoners.
Okay.
Help us. Help. Please.
First of all, I'm going to peek through this fucking cage. I'm going because I'm not trusting anything at the moment. I'm not in a trusty mood, so I'm going to eyes the grave.
Undead.
There's an undead in there.
Is the cell locked?
Is the cell locked?
Yes.
That's all right then. We don't have to worry about that in a moment.
Maybe just step away from the wall so it can't like.
Help. Please
We
help.
should help these people.
We should. What healings people got options for?
I got healing touch, cure wounds. I got mass
Need
healing blood.
food.
Needs food. I give food. I'm assuming we have like rations and things.
Neff's always got food. Let's face it, it's Neff.
They hungrily eat as if they've not been fed for days, and drink any drink that you offer them.
Yeah.
I do. I like take some dirt from the ground and I think it's no. Is it?
Water to create water.
I take some of my own water from my water skin and create more of it.
They explain when they are feeling more themselves after a hearty meal and several gallons of water, apparently.
I'm doing like one, like 10 gallons. That's it.
Still lots of gallons.
Still they were thirsty.
They
Kind of
introduce
sour and all sorts by this point.
they introduce themselves as Ibella and Okiri Splintfig. They are both half-elf sisters.
Okay.
Like doing it for themselves.
Yeah. They are merchants who sell herbs and spell components.
I thought you were going to say herbs and spices.
And they explained they were visiting the manor to offer their wares to the incumbent adventurers. They opted to stay the night, which was textbook wrong place at wrong time, because they had stayed the night when the manor was attacked.
Yeah, it's not great.
They explain that they hid during the assault, but that Draco Blarkburrs found them, and they point to the northern cell. He refused to kill us, they say.
I see.
So his comrades locked him up in here with us.
And where is he now?
Well, we talked to him for a bit. He was a mercenary hired to attack the manor. He mentions his employer was a short, hooded person who sounded like a goblin. Eventually, some of the thugs came in and took him away, and they returned and tossed his corpse in that cell.
Oh. I love it.
Okay. Small goblin-like fellow.
Small goblin
that-
like
Does that ring any bells to anyone?
Nope.
It does not.
Okay. Cool.
I don't need no goblins. They disappoint me.
Well then.
Well, we've not checked the room to let them back out yet, so we should probably check that before we
Alright.
to run out.
Have fun starving to death. Woo!
Because, we don't want to just tell them to run out and, like,
Morks will call after you. So should I open this?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
you got it covered.
Not yet. They're safe in there.
You can
Good
unlock
luck.
it, but tell them to stay put.
Like... Yeah, at least unlock it now.
We'll shout when it's definitely safe.
Tick.
Tick, 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 boom.
Mostly safe.
Alright, we ready? Who's gonna open the door?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I can hear the sea through there, so
Let's face it, you're gonna go and open the door.
You open the door. You haven't opened any doors.
Because I'm smart. I don't open doors.
Fine, then I'll open the fucking door.
He told you you'd open the door.
You
Yeah, it's
open
unlocked.
the door.
Oh look, it's Scarecrow from Batman.
Defaced murals and metal etchings, probably once beautiful, adorn this hallway. An open pit divides the passage's eastern and western ends, and hanging from nooses above the pit are two humanoid figures clothed in white with a purple hood over their heads.
Oh Jesus Christ! Can I jab them with my rapier to see if they move?
I'm just gonna.
Ah!
I'm just gonna do a little. Just gonna do a little of that.
Roll me an attack.
Sure. With my fucking normal ass rapier.
Roll me the damage of that attack.
Oh shit. Oh nice.
Roll me initiatives as the scarecrow starts moving.
Oh, I love it.
And a grooving. Right, I'm gonna click off, click back on, and then I'm gonna fucking roll initiative. It goes on.
That character sheet can go away.
I just like try to poke it and then I accidentally fall forward and full on stab it.
It's like, what the fuck, man? I was just sitting here.
Neferin.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. My God, what are you stabbing a guy for?
I'm gonna longbow it.
Cool. The one on the left or the one on the right?
The one on the right. This one.
That will hit. 9.
9.
Blink.
Would you like to longbow it a second time?
Yeah.
That is also a hit.
Twang.
Morks. What is Morks gonna do? What is Morks gonna do?
I
Could
don't
do
know.
Really shit it up. That's what he's gonna do.
5, 10, 15. He's gonna stab the son of bitch. And he is at sneak attack, so he will do that. That'll hit,
Yeah.
and that is 18.
I'm slightly annoyed that they're not like one block further into the pit because I'd have just like cut the rope.
And then he will stab the other one with his short sword.
Cool.
That is also a hit. That is just 7 points of damage, though, because he's not at sneak attack twice, because that's not a thing you can do. No, not that one. And then he's just going to back away, using his fancy footwork.
Yeah.
Then it is Scarecrow's turn.
If I only had a break.
Oh, thank God.
Scarecrow who's in with a musical number.
Malzerate, a 12.
That doesn't hit, believe it or not.
He just kind of lunges at you.
Bitch, what the fuck?
Calderax.
Hello.
Hello.
What do I want to do? I
More
want
like
to do it.
Calda-Sax.
Yes.
You always so mean.
No, I'm saying that if Calyrex was a bard, his instrument would be the saxophone.
Just playing Careless Whisper all the time. Sorry, it has the best ever saxophone bit.
Oh, sorry, just bit out of character. Can my uncle please not sign off his emails as D? That's just no.
Well, it could be worse. He could be signing them off as the D.
The D.
And that's even worse.
Calyrex.
Anyway, what am I going to do?
It's a good question.
I'm going to fucking just fucking fuck it.
Which one are you guiding bolting?
I am guiding bolting that motherfucker.
Roll me the damage, because that hits that moaf.
So let's do it. I'm just going to do it at first. Just break. Will I fucking say that?
It had 18 hit points left.
Of course it did, because heaven forbid my guiding bolt should ever give the advantage.
Malzere.
Me! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna step here. And I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
That is a hit.
Cool. And then I'm gonna attack him again with...
He is dead.
Oh, never mind. I'm just like, yeah.
And now for my second volley, I know. Right.
Well, we did it.
Woo!
Can we go and help those two out and across?
Yes.
Come on then, I can. It is safe, hopefully.
Go on,
Oh.
kid!
You need to jump over the pit.
Yeah.
You escape them. They beam back to town.
You escaped!
You escape them.
I think
Over the gap.
between four people, I think we could get them across, either by tossing them or by helping them somehow.
You aid them across the pit. You break down this door.
Yep.
They flee upstairs.
Right. Back in we go.
Where are you going now?
Well, there's an entire side of this shithole that we haven't explored yet.
Alright, well, let's explore it. Uh-huh.
Gorge.
Um, We didn't go in here, did we?
We
That
didn't.
was the armory, wasn't it?
Shall we go have a look see?
Armory or... Yeah, that's where we got like the 5 million fucking crossbows.
It was.
Well, let's see if there's one left for Morgs then. Whoop.
You
Is
go
the
back in,
door
there's another 5 million crossbows.
This small room is breathtakingly empty.
Oh. Oh. No crossbows for you.
That was almost a
Oh.
Stanley Parable bit. Stanley went into the empty room. He stood there for some time.
I would like to just read you the bit of... Who am I echoing from? Okay, it's gone away now. I'd just like to read you the bit of for the GM text for the empty room. Sometimes rooms are empty. Let the player's paranoia play out as the characters search and ponder and fret.
That table's looking at me funny.
Burn the room! Burn it!
Okay, where would you
Pictures of things in here.
like to go now?
I don't know. I'm gonna zoom out and have a look.
Did we do these stairs before?
I don't know if you did or not. Let me
I
have
don't
a...
think we figured out how to get down.
I don't think we ever found those stairs.
No, you've
Okay.
never found those stairs.
I'm
You can see the stairs?
We can?
You can?
How do we
That's
get
weird.
To be perfectly frank, I couldn't until I just quickly wiggled the Calderax over the top of them. Now I can. Because everyone
think
kept
as
pointing them out.
I think as I moved Neff out last time, I must have just gone over it.
Possible.
Yeah.
Make me a... What is the check for this?
Which check?
Check.
Is it the check for the bill?
make me a perception check.
Why is it always perception?
Hey!
Oh, fuck you!
Hold on, let's have a look at it. I'll probably do worse. No, there's 13. It's great.
Neferin,
Hi.
clear as day, a secret door appears here.
Cool.
Yeah, everywhere.
Is it open? Locked?
They appear to be relying on the fact that it was a secret door.
Cool. Guys, look what I found.
Oh, look, a secret door.
Come see this door. Should we go
Wait,
this way?
what secret door? Well, what are you talking about?
I should just push it open.
Just looks all the way around the now open secret door. I can't see it.
Neferin just disappears into the wall. Malzeray's very confused.
Just T-poses through the wall. oh, that's secret
She
door.
doesn't
Come
even
on.
walk, she just slides sideways.
Let's go down to the secret place.
Let's go look see in here.
Let's go to our motherland down the stairs.
And some stairs
Motherland.
lead downwards
To the sex dungeon.
to a second secret door.
Are you fucking serious?
That lead into a room with a bed and a desk.
Will
Serious?
Steve as she steps into the room, I think.
The bed is made with linen sheets and a fluffy pillow.
That's progress from last time, wasn't it?
Hang on. Wait, whoa. Time out. Wait a second. That staircase is fucking pointless because we could have easily just gone down these stairs here, gone down there, gone through here, and then gone through there. What's the point of these stairs?
It's a secret way out.
Secret
way
midnight
out.
visits?
I will point out the exact purpose of those is the one that they played in the last adventure, where the bad guy that was hidden in this room left via them, and you guys never found him and killed him.
Well, he's a fucking dick.
This makes so much sense now.
Would you guys like to make me an investigation check, please?
Not particularly, because I'm kind of a
Let's
bit
trash the
annoyed.
place. I see everything.
There aren't any other numbers, John. Before you go there, there aren't other numbers.
There's ones and there's 20s.
There is nothing in between.
Calderax and Malzaray.
I love how Mork's just given up by this point.
Mork's just...
I know the DNA of the person who owned this room.
You guys go through various pieces of paper and lots of pieces of paper with stuff written on.
Just looking at it, if only I could read.
Calderax, you work out that there is a piece of paper from the pad of paper that he has that was underneath the last thing he wrote, and you just do that thing where you rub charcoal over it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And read the last letter he wrote.
Pick up milk, cabbage, potatoes, carrots.
That is,
Get Christmas. Get birthday card for Mum.
that
S.
is not what it says.
S.
S.
We have completed our work here.
We have completed our work here.
Omin's Moppets have been defeated,
Omen's Moppets have been defeated,
although the half-orc and the tiefling escaped.
although the half-orc and tiefling escaped.
We believe the former ran for the woods,
We believe the former ran for the woods,
which means she will be ours soon enough.
which means she'll be ours soon enough.
The latter we cannot locate.
The latter we cannot locate.
We could not find the timepiece either,
We could not find the timepiece either.
and it is possible the tiefling took it with her.
It is possible the tiefling took it with her.
However, if its magic functions as erratically as does that of the Far gear,
I will just say that.
there may be searching to be done.
There may be searching to be done.
Everything goes according to plan, and the manor should be free to claim.
Everything goes according to plan. The manor should be clear to claim. Fair to claim.
Loose ends are being tied up as I write this.
Loose ends are being tied up as I write this.
I am, as always, your obliging servant,
And I am, as always, your obliging servant.
And fuck buddy.
Hubar.
Buddy. What?
Hubar.
Hooba!
And then beneath that is the symbol of a draconic skull pierced by a sword from the bottom up.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay.
that's a cheerful message.
So I'm assuming the half-orc is the one you found.
Yes.
The timepiece is a thing that she had.
Mm-hmm.
And the tiefling
Would be her friend.
would be her friend. Who disappeared in a puff of smoke and light and fart smelling.
Okay. Alright, one, never say that again. Two, what do we do now?
Clear this place out?
Alright.
Yeah, just in case they left anything else behind that's useful.
They could have good shit.
Good shit, that's some good shit right there if I do say so. I say so, yeah, good shit.
Hey, Peter, can I borrow your egg? Peter, can I borrow your egg? Peter, can I borrow your... Sorry.
He'll be here a while.
Alright.
Joe
Okay.
Swanson, if you say that particular sentence, just falls into a loop.
Yeah.
Let us crack on.
Should
My thingy crackled. Alright, I'm gonna assume nothing's in here besides starved skeletons.
we
Is
should
there any-
check it.
Sure, fine, I'll check it.
And that reminds me, I should clear this.
No, Ed Templar, I don't give a shit.
I don't like that. That's what reminds you to
Why do
clear
you
it.
why do you feel like you need to clear the turn order, John? Why
No
do you feel
reason.
like that?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, I go inside.
You open the door, and there is a 5-foot diameter circle of dark energy crackling in the northwest corner of the room.
What the fuck?
The walls are etched with runes that look remarkably similar to the runes that were over here, as well as drawings in charcoal and some reddish substance. The runes pulse with the dark energy of the portal.
This is some necrotic shit.
And as you look at the portal, a leg extends through it.
Hello, darlings, it is I, Metaton.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck
And
is
a
that?
large spider-like creature with one giant orange eye pulls itself out of the portal.
I mean, if it could not do that, that would be.
Have you considered fucking off? Have you considered it?
If you'd be so kind as to roll me some initiatives, please.
Oh, I would love to.
Would you kindly
Would you
roll the
kindly?
initiative?
Yes! Actually, that's kind of debatable, miles are going fast.
Oh.
You're going to try and dance with the horrible spider creature.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay, well, the horrible spider creature
My turn?
pulls itself out of the portal. Malzaray.
Okay, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, just so one can get in. I will do something. I'm going to cast. I'll cast Dissonant Whispers on it
Okay, where is its character sheet? Cool.
at level 3.
So you just said, where is its cactus sheet?
Where's its cactus?
That's 15.
Does it get a save? It gets a
It's,
save.
Wisdom save, I think.
Rolled a 19.
Oh shit, that definitely beats it. So half damage.
So that's 7.
Yeah, and it doesn't move. Cow!
Cal!
Help!
It's your
What's
go.
face do to that?
To
Roll,
When Mauser shouts cow.
roll me an insight check, Neff.
Oh shit.
I'm intrigued as to Mork's reaction. Insight.
Yeah.
Insight.
You can just see a cloud pass over his face of just... the fuck?
Nani the fuck?
But then he just pulls his expression back together again.
Cool. I shall remember this.
Neferin shall remember this.
So yeah, I am going to kind of wonder, the fuck is this? And then I shall try to kill it dead. At least attempt to.
Cool.
Has it got enough health to survive your guiding bolt?
It probably does. Somehow.
I would be very curious as to see what sort of a thing happens that stops, like, if you manage to roll enough dice to kill it with the guiding bolt, I would be
One
shocked.
shot. I'm going to attempt the guiding bolt. I'm going to attempt. No, I'm not.
Oh my god.
You pull out the symbol of Kalemvor, and the guiding bolt just kind of out the end.
I can do as a bonus action, so I don't want to be completely fucking wasted here. I could. Without no one's really been injured yet, so there's no point in healing word.
No. Spiritual weapon?
No, spiritual weapon is an action to cast it. It's a bonus action to move it around and use
I
it.
thought it was a bonus action to cast it.
I'm pretty sure it's.
It is a bonus action to cast it.
Is it a bonus action? to cast
Yeah,
it?
'cause
I have been informed and read up on it.
That makes no sense.
I know, right? But it works.
Either way, fuck it.
It suits
I'll
us.
the pimp cane comes out and it still fails.
Oh, it's
Wow! Wow! Well,
sure.
fair
There are other
enough.
numbers.
I'll just pop out this scarecrow can be your pimp cane.
And then he's just going to go into this corner.
And cry.
Morks will enter the room and
Be
attempt
confused by the spectral pimp cane.
be a bit confused by the spectral pimp cane, but will try his job of stabbing the fucker.
Nice.
And will hit, and will do 17 points of damage. Not against its armor class. Let's do it against its health. And then we'll do a follow-up stab with his short sword, which is also a hit, which is 5 points of damage. And then he will do some fancy footwork and back into this corner. And then it is its turn, and it has a target.
What target will that be? I wonder who it could target.
That's
Ooh,
a
target.
26 to
Oh.
hit.
Yes! Target must make a DC.
So that's 9 points of damage.
Oh, I love it. That's down to 30, so that's not too bad.
And then can you make me a strength check?
This
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, yes.
Well, fuck you. There, it's even better.
It slams a foot into you, and then it rears up and slams another for a 10, so it misses.
Misters.
And you just are shoved slightly backwards, but you manage to stand your ground.
Cool.
And then it is Neferin's turn.
Nefrin!
Well, hello there. 5, 10, 15. By this point, is she in its radius to be able to move back or not?
You would be in its... yeah, you are within melee range of it, but if you were there, it would have half cover against you.
All I'm thinking is if she comes in and sees that and goes, oh shit, and steps back again, is she getting an attack of opportunity because she's not actually entered the room?
Even there, you count as being within its attackable range.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. What are the rules on firing stuff at short range?
it's a good question that
I think you're at disadvantage if it's short range. I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you have disadvantage.
Range. Okay.
Michael has also changed green in my chat.
Interesting. Um. I think I'm just gonna hit it. Why not? Let's go.
I'm just gonna hit it.
But to do that, I might as well step into the room.
Yes.
Well,
Hi.
Blah, 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 blah.
well
Why
then,
not?
That does not hit, but you can attack again.
do it again.
That one does hit.
That'll do it.
You happily bring it down to double digits.
Yay! Progress.
Malzare.
Me?
That's what I said.
I still exist? Holy shit, okay. I will attack it with my rapier. Oh, that is good hit.
Oh yes, in Russia, Oculoid hits you.
In which case, I shall psychic blade that shit.
Okay.
That is 8 plus 3d6.
Russian dancing men, I'm dancing with this purple pen.
7.
7.
So that's 15. So that's all my bardic inspirations.
Calderax.
What?
At the start of your turn, it glares at you.
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
So I'm gonna fail it.
I'm not gonna
Or
fail
not.
it.
You can feel its presence in your mind, attempting to cause you to be fearful of it, but it doesn't. It doesn't work.
Fuck you.
That misses.
That's my bonus action. So fuck it. There.
That one hits.
Yay!
And fuck him. I am doing it at 3rd fucking level. Die, son of a bitch.
That is 22.
And he has next attack has advantage on him.
Cool.
Okay, so
Relax.
now you want me, brother. Morks will come in and stab with advantage, sneak attack with his rapier of shininess, which luckily he did have that advantage. So that is 20 points of damage.
At his neck.
Is this thing made of fucking steel or something?
He did say as Nephrin hit it only got down to double digits.
He will then do a quick follow-up attack, which also hits. Which does 5 points of damage.
Run away!
And then he's going to stay there for now,
Oh boy.
because it is now the Oculoid's turn, and he's going to try and take the blows so that Malzare is not alone. And he does get hit.
Oh, fuck me.
Get horribly mangled.
He gets 11 points of damage. And
Oh, his strength is really bad.
Let's see how bad, shall we? Yes, awful.
he is knocked prone, and at that, Uh, Apparently, the second stomp attack I roll a 10 on.
Again.
So Morks is just knocked to the ground.
Wouldn't the second stomp have advantage?
The second stomp would have advantage. Thank you, Sean. He is prone.
Sean!
I'm simply saying.
The second stomp still it doesn't work. Neff.
I mean, while I'm stood this close, should we just go for it and do some primal savagery?
Cool.
That's as long as you're within touch distance, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Are you
do
gonna
it.
Scratch it or bite?
I don't
Well,
scratch
neither
it.
apparently.
You
I
just
will
kind of
scratch it.
claw into its mighty chitinous hide.
Just gnaw on a leg.
Oh.
Lame.
Malzaray.
Oh my god, that just so happens to be me. Holy shit.
Your brother is on the floor being stomped.
And he's not doing the dinosaur.
Actually, Malzaray, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck you! No, I don't want to do that! 14?
You feel it. You are frightened.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What does that mean? It means I can't attack it right or something.
You are paralyzed in fear.
Oh, shit.
I have a thing for that. What the fuck was it?
So what can I do?
Nothing. You are paralyzed. You can suggest that you avoided it by averting your gaze.
Basilisk Staley.
But if you do that, it means you can't look at it until the start of your next turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, only because I wouldn't have been aware of what it tried to do to Caldorax, so it makes sense.
And I wouldn't have known what it was trying to do. I just knew it was trying to affect it in some manner.
Alright, so I'm scared shitless.
You are scared shitless and you can't move.
Okay.
Oh.
Fuck my turn then.
So as paralyzed,
I zapped.
you are incapacitated and can't move or speak.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Didn't want to speak anyways.
It's fine. I do what?
Caldorax.
Hello.
Malzaray and the creature are just looking at each other and...
Is it
You do be spooked.
is it literally paralysis, or is it fear which is causing paralysis?
It is fear that is causing paralysis.
So if I can get rid of the fear, he's no longer paralyzed.
Correct.
What was the fucking spell I had that fucking would help this? I can't remember.
Isn't it lesser restoration?
No, I got lesser restoration, but that doesn't get rid of fear.
Oh.
There was a spell I used on you that I can't remember what it fucking was.
It was called Stroke the Dick.
I used Stroke the Dick on him.
Malzaray has other thoughts now.
He is far too distracted to be afraid.
What would you like to
can't-
do?
I can't remember. Either way, I'm going to smack him with my fucking spiritual weapon as a bonus.
That
And I am going to,
Yay!
that does hit.
and it's going to be 8 force damage on the fucker. And I can't remember what it fucking was.
What spells get rid of fear?
There's a spell that literally protects you from fear.
Uh,
And
protection from good and evil.
protection from good and evil.
No, that's just certain like attacks, I think.
I don't have that yet, and I could have sworn I used it on him like while I was lower level. I'm just gonna have to do like a guiding bolt or something for now.
Yeah. I'll be
I-
fine.
I can't think what it was. So I'm going to attempt another guiding bolt. 26 as well, apparently.
That will also hit.
And what spell slots do I have left? I've got a few third levels, so I'm going to do another third level. Apparently, they like the 8s.
So that's 16.
And that will do for now. Meanwhile, I shall look through my spells to find what fucking spell I need. I know I have.
Morks will stand up.
Moop.
Can
And
you just slap someone out of the fear?
Michael
Morks
suggests
stands
calm
up and
emotions.
Yeah, I
What?
feel calm emotions.
No,
Is
it
that
was-
the
it was
spell
a
you're thinking
thing-
of?
No. There's a spell that I have that literally is a protection spell, but I can't think what it is.
Morks.
Yeah, either way, continue.
Morks will attempt to place a hand on the creature. And doesn't.
Oh, fuck! That stays, though, for like a minute, doesn't it?
That's a good question. I should read the spell. Yes.
Duration up to a minute.
So now his arm's all shadowy.
So I think that's his turn, isn't it? Like, he can't... That's an action.
It's an action.
So
Unless he has some bonus he can do. But...
he doesn't.
Well,
He has his rogue stuff, but he probably wouldn't use that.
So it's the Oculoid's turn. And let's try the same thing again.
I think it actually is protection from evil and good. I think that's what it is. I'm going...
It hits Morks again.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What the fuck?
And Morks doesn't make
My
the strength save.
My fucking dude.
Morks is knocked prone a second time. No, I did say he stood up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cool.
You did.
Good. I'm glad I did, because he did. And if he didn't, he'd be fucked right now. And then second attack, let's go against Neferin. That is a 24 to hit Nef.
Funnily enough, that hits, yeah.
That is 13 damage to Neferin. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Saving throws, strength.
You brace yourself against it, and his mighty leg does not knock you down.
Cool.
And it is now your turn.
Remind me rules for breaking away from.
You can disengage, which costs you, which is an action.
Right.
Or you just move away, in which case he gets an attack of opportunity against you.
I'm going to attempt Primal Savagery again. Let's, yeah, why not?
Do it!
That one will hit.
So yes, she will bite him. Bite that leg that just kicked her.
Neferin's teeth grow into horrendous fangs dripping with acid, and she just sinks into the leg, and the Oculoid tries to pull it away. Malzare.
Can I?
You
make
can
a
move.
wisdom save? Oh, I can move now.
You can move.
I can flex. Okay, I'm gonna kill this bitch, or at least attempt to.
That will hit.
Cool. Oh, all right. Well, I'll use my.
That will kill the bitch.
What are you serious?
It had 2 hit points left.
I just like jab it. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Well, that was fun. Morgs, is your arm okay? Is all of you okay?
Most of me is okay. This is
Your arm.
don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
And after a minute, it just
Whoosh.
turns back to normal.
Well.
Interesting.
Well,
Well,
that's sorted.
each of you get 9.
Thank
So,
you. Oh, the hell.
perceptions or investigation in here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Jesus Christ, we're still not done.
There's one more room after this, I think.
There's one more room, and then if you want to have a rummage around the corpse pit, there's that. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There is
Oh, didn't mean to roll twice.
the portal is still open,
Oh, shit. Oh, we don't want to go through that, I don't think.
and there are runes upon the wall that pulse.
Yeah, you said there was like a dark circle or something, wasn't there?
The dark circle is a portal.
Oh, well,
Whereabouts is that?
It's in this corner.
Okay.
and you said there were runes?
There are runes written around the walls in charcoal and a reddish substance.
I rub them out.
it's blurred, totally blurred. It's blurred.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
I'm good at those. Never mind.
Morks will also come to the wall and attempt a sleight of hand check.
Cool.
Never mind.
I am going to move my spiritual weapon to the wall and just smack it over the room.
You destroy the runes and the portal just collapses in on itself.
Well, that closed that.
Brute force and ignorance, my friends. Brute force and ignorance.
Something you would know a lot about.
Looks at Melzer.
Neff just walks through the glare.
Oh, and also the spiritual weapon.
No! I wonder if I can get a pimp cane. When I'm next in Waterdeep, I've got to get a pimp cane.
I feel like I need to do some perception at this door.
It's full of oculoids.
I'm assuming it's closed.
It is closed, yes. Imagine
Yeah.
that it is closed.
Let's perceive that door.
You can hear small creatures moving around on feathered beds.
Oh,
Um,
okay. She will shuffle back in here and tell these two that that's what she can hear.
What can you hear?
Small creatures on feather beds.
Oh, I
Shuffling
fucking
about?
love it. Yay, more fucking creatures. Well, let's not dilly-dally any longer.
Going first.
Sure. Oh, you're here, hi.
Hello, I was waiting for you to go in first.
Why were you waiting for me?
You appear to go in first around here.
Oh, fine. Opens the door.
The door strikes a large piece of stone that makes it difficult to push open. Make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck off! There we
Uh,
go.
Not saving throw. Sorry, that was a check, and you passed it.
Yay!
The stone slides forward as you push the door in, and it is a stone statue of a kobold that is carved to look like it's running away in fear towards the door that you just opened.
Oh, that's just mean. I don't like. Oh no, I think I know what's behind it. Shit.
I know what's behind it.
I'm gonna keep focusing on this statue for no apparent reason. Thought so. Fucking hell. This game is probably my favorite so far. Yay, that's better.
Calderax and Cockatrice, come on.
There's 2 of them.
Apparently, at the very least 2.
Okay, let's order them up. Calderax.
I'm dead last.
Let's have a quick old look
Yes.
here. Have a quick old looky-see at the balls I've got. And have a quick look at this one and make sure it can't do anything particularly useful here. It can't. So, I am going to... Yes. Yep, fuck it. I'm going to push forward. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I am not looking at these creatures. I'm pointing that out right now.
Okay.
I am going to get in to the middle here, and I am going to do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is
So that's a wisdom save.
Are they radiant or necrotic?
I'll be doing radiant,
Cool.
Which neither of them pass.
so they take 9 damage, and you call for spirit to protect you. They flit around a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you're going to cast a spell that designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it, I designate all my friends.
And Morks.
And Morks. Maybe. Unaffected creature speed. So an effective creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make another wisdom saving throw or take that damage again.
Okay. So
Over and over again for the next however fucking long, 10 minutes.
is that all you're doing this turn?
I think that's all I really can do. Unless I can do a bonus, but I think the only bonus I would do requires something or other. Actually, no, it doesn't. Fuck it, spiritual weapon on that one.
That is a hit.
Fuck him and all he stands for. 12 force damage.
And then on its turn,
You gon'
Uh,
die.
it didn't roll the save.
So it takes another 9 damage. Unless you want me to keep fucking rolling that spell, which
Morks will push into the room.
Excuse me,
And-
Kobold.
I'm not going to bother to add that up. That is more than the 18 hit points the undead cockatrice had.
Are you sure though, John?
Yes.
It's quite possible
That
my
was
roll 20 has,
44 damage.
I think my roll 20 has frozen, so I'm going to quickly refresh that.
Rippy and Skippy.
Sean,
Yes?
it doesn't matter if you looked at them. They have paralysis if they bite you.
Oh. So.
So,
We investigate.
Make me an Arcana or Nature check.
All of us?
Yes.
I will try nature.
well, as soon as my thing loads again, I shall do this thing. Arcana or Nature.
Oink.
I think Nature's probably my better jam.
That was what I thought, and I got a 7.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to do good at it. Actually, correction, no, it's intelligence, so it's the same no matter what. So Nature. Let's see if Arcana would have been any better. Probably not. No, it would have been quite substantially better. But either way, I did Nature.
So Calderax.
Yep.
It's a statue.
This bitch dead.
Malzere and Morks both remember from their studies. Cryptid Kitty has followed. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the final boss fight. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together.
Sorry, bold of you to assume that they ever had the money to study.
They read at some point the same book.
Yes.
Had pictures.
It had pictures. That a creature petrified by a cockatrice should return to normal in 24 hours.
Right.
Do you want to smash it to pieces, or do you want to question it?
Well, we have to wait like a day. We could take it with us.
I mean, it's only a kobold, so I suppose it's rather small.
Yeah, I'll carry him.
We can take him. Just make sure we get like some manacles or something that we can like have him already chained up.
Never mind, I won't take him.
Malzray heaves, and it's too heavy.
These gloves are fucking useless.
Oh, for God's sake, hold on. I mean, I'm not going to do any better, but... See.
We're just going strength.
This is one fat kobold!
Oh, love it. Try. Hey!
Neferin picks up the kobold.
How?
I don't know. Don't ask. I'm having a good day,
we
clearly.
look at her like Zarya from Overwatch.
So, should we leave?
I feel we should, yes.
I think we're done here.
I think we're done.
Right,
I'm almost
let's
tempted to
go.
drop this in the, off the bridge.
I mean, you can if you want. It's up to you.
Thoughts?
I mean, do we need to question it? Do we need
Yeah.
to...
Let's question it.
Yeah, let's leave a little bugger be, come on.
I mean, kobolds are pretty craven. We might even get a pet out of it.
We're not domesticating the kobold, mate.
Oh, please!
No, we're not slave drivers here.
I didn't say slave. I said keep him the pet. You know, like Barham had that man as a pet. Where did that man go?
He went with Barham, I believe. Stock. Oh no, that's the wrong castle.
Yeah, I
That
was
is the
gonna
wrong
say.
castle. Barham's here and everything.
There we go, we're back. Yeah, look at the fucking turn order.
You guys slowly with the kobold under Neferin's arm.
So where are we tying this up?
Well, Caldrax has the equipment for it, I guess.
Why would Calderax have the equipment for that?
How do you know he has the equipment for that?
It was that's called humor, anyway.
Alex would immediately run into his room.
Yeah, we'll tie him up in the walkway here.
Comes back with manacles. Here we go.
Why do you have those?
Neff will just lean in and be like, we tried not to ask.
Some things are best left to the imagination, mate.
Leans into Morks. For fun. And then...
Are you trying to tell me you use those on... Annie leaves the question unfinished.
On
Like
willing
Clinton.
participants, yes, I do.
God, Malzray starts gritting his teeth at that.
I think you are right,
Resist-
Neferin.
Resist urge to say, isn't that right?
The best left unquestioned.
Yeah.
Proceeds to, like, manacle. Like, put, like, the as best he can in whatever position it's in.
Oh,
It's-
At the very least.
Its
At the very
arms are kind of out in front of it as if it was trying to open the door.
So, like, manacles hands and then tries to get him round legs as best as possible. At least, at the very least, it makes it hard for him to run.
Neferin,
Hello.
while you have been making your way back here, and also in the hour or so that you're going to have to wait.
I realise that we kind of like walk out of an abandoned manor with a fucking stone cold through a town. Morning.
Just nods slightly on the way past.
They know you by now. It's fine.
Don't worry, they're weird adventurer types.
While you walk back to the castle and while you spend a little bit of time here, the timepiece,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
its magic is magic, and it is trying to attune to you.
Okay.
Would you like to attune to the timepiece?
Is there anything else that can be gained from looking at it again?
Not by looking at it again. If you attune to it, you will learn more
Yes,
of what
yeah.
it does.
Why the hell not?
Why the frickety frack, fucky, thickety, fucky, fracky, frick frack, not?
Neferin, would you like to know this in secret, or do you want me to just say it here?
I don't think it makes any difference.
Cool.
Knowing what I know happens.
While attuned to the timepiece, you have a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws. You also always know which way is north. And you can cast the Longstrider spell upon yourself as a at will.
Oh, okay.
You can name any location within 10 miles of where you are, and as long as that location is known to at least one creature who is also within 10 miles of that location, you get a turn-by-turn instructions of how to get there.
Oh, sweet.
A disembodied voice that is heard only by the wielder of the timepiece gets the safest and most direct route to go, avoiding natural hazards, but it has no knowledge or ability to help you avoid monsters, enemies, traps, locked doors, or the like.
And might get me stuck in a field.
And might get you stuck in a field. It is of no use reaching locations that are entirely secret or not known to any creature, so you can't just say, like, you know, the secret base of such and such a person.
Yeah.
Once
Secret base of Geddy McDeadson, the dead guy.
Once you use this feature, you cannot use it again until the following dawn.
Okay.
You can also, as an action, cast the teleport spell.
Ooh.
But again, once you use this, it cannot be used again until the following dawn. You also get the feeling that this timepiece is... There is more to it. This isn't the whole... There is something greater.
Right.
And that possibly things will be...
Dot.
Things might be slightly unpredictable until it is reunited.
Oh, okay.
I love the irony of Morks having Temple's rapier and the whole quest was for a fucking timepiece.
I did not know that at the time that I gave this adventure to you guys.
Indeed.
Okay, so that's cool. So what is happening now with that?
Morks will apparently walk through the wall.
Phase through the wall.
Will come over to Calderax. We need to speak. You and I.
Okay.
Somewhere quiet.
Well, you have my shrine or my personal chamber.
The shrine, maybe.
Fine. This way.
Nephrin, why don't we take a nice little walk?
Okie dokes. Let's go stand on the bridge.
Yeah. It's like
Throw
acoustics on the
ourselves
bridge.
behind.
Let's make comments about how Barham always thought he was going to fall in, and did sometimes.
I can step on the bits that aren't the grid too, Sean.
I know you can.
You are manipulating my brother somehow.
What?
I've been trying to think this through. There can be no other explanation.
You think that I, a cleric of Kalemvor, a cleric being obviously known for his manipulative streak, am trying to manipulate your brother for what reason?
You have had a vendetta against my family since he did what he did.
I have had no such thing.
Then you just happened to get me arrested.
That was a mistake. I will openly admit that. However, I am doing nothing. Do not have a vendetta against your family. If I had a vendetta against your family, why have I not done anything to them since what I did to you?
If he ever tells me that you do anything to hurt him, Kalemvor will be looking for new clerics.
I have no intention of hurting.
Then for his sake,
Do hurt him. No one else other than myself will be the one removed.
then, if that is the case,
Is the case?
we aren't going to get along, but I will accept that you aren't manipulating him. He seems happy with you, with this group. Keep it that way.
Turns to the shrine of Kalemvor. You could have helped.
The shrine doesn't say anything.
I know it doesn't.
The shrine flips you off.
I'm sorry, you are not a higher level enough to reach Kalemvor.
The skeletal hand holding the fulcrum of the scales suddenly turns around and lifts one middle finger.
I'm afraid you cannot reach Kalemvor. Please check and trial again at later level.
Well then.
As I am nowhere near the level to be able to do any sort of divine intervention yet.
Oh god, what is he doing?
He's going to trash your bedroom! No, he's not.
I just want to come up with some reason as to why he wants to use the Wand of Wonder. Malzere.
Did the talk go well?
He's dead.
He is still alive, if that is what you're wondering.
Oh, thank god. Anyway, what do you want?
I'll be leaving in a couple of days' time.
Oh, you just got here, though.
I know. We live busy lives.
That's true.
We'll meet again soon.
Have you been alright?
I'm getting there.
Then, can I ask you something?
Yes.
I was going to say I'm never going to do anything.
It's not really a private thing, it's fine. Well...
Play poo sticks! Play poo sticks! Play poo sticks!
With myself, yeah, I'll just run across the bridge to see when it comes up the other side.
If you do it now, if you drop it off this side, you have to run between them.
Alright, we'll go to the... a bit further down the bridge so she can do that. Look... Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't I tell you what?
That you two knew each other. As kids.
What precisely would it have gained you?
I mean, if I'd have known, I would have thought twice about blackmailing him. I could have stopped this.
Maybe I should have told you. But...
Morks, But what?
You couldn't have stopped this. It was always going to happen. One way or another.
Well, even so, can you just stop hiding things from me? I find it weird how your priority is that you tell me you've made a pact with the Demogorgon, or whatever you've done. But you won't tell me that.
I was just trying to keep you safe, little brother.
Can you stop calling me little brother? I'm not a kid anymore! The whole point of me going out and doing this was to prove to you that I wasn't a kid anymore.
And how quickly did you die?
quick, yes, but that was months ago.
Take care, brother. Stay alive.
I'd say the same to you.
I will do my best. You have a lot to live for. I'm searching for that still.
I mean, you've kept our parents safe.
Yes. And they're out of the shed now.
Yeah, what's happened to that shed now?
What's happened to the shed now?
It's now a gold-plated shed.
Technically, Volvin, their dad, still owns the shed, but they use it for storage now.
We just keep stuff in it now.
Oh.
It's like a proper shed.
Right, so this new place we have, are there, like, actual beds there?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
No more back pain.
You've got beds here.
Well, yeah, but in case I ever visit.
Yes, you should at some point.
I cross my heart. I mean, I'd have come back with you, but...
You have a lot going on here.
Yeah.
I can travel on my own, brother.
I'll just miss you is all.
I will miss you as well. We should spend some time over the next couple of days. Catching up on long stories.
Yeah, I'd like that.
And I'm now going to fast forward.
To the day!
A couple of days pass. Malzere, Morks catch up on Stoofs, and Neferin plays poo sticks. Probably not for the whole time, but for a little bit at least.
It's a really run long in game.
Just
When
someone.
was the last time you ate?
And also catches up on long stories from Sparrow Falls and Malzere's past and embarrassing shit that he did.
That was quite a lot. Meanwhile, the kobold's just there.
Eventually the kobold turns back into a kobold.
I've named him Schnookums.
His name is its name is Patsky.
What's that, Schnookums?
It will accept the name Schnookums.
Yeah.
In exchange for its freedom, it offers you a gold necklace worth 25 gold pieces and a potion of acid resistance.
I'll take that.
It was hoping to learn some magic from... It explains that it was hoping to learn some magic from the mage in the group that attacked the adventuring group.
Yeah.
But that he was taken into that room, and the spellcaster brought the live cockatrices in with him. the spellcaster put a mark on the cockatrice's beaks and ordered Patsky or Snookums to lock the cockatrices in the room. But that was a few days ago now, and each time Patsky unpetrified before he could get out of the door, he was bitten again.
Oh, that's horrible.
So when we got him, that was a slow thing of days and days.
That was multiple days of him running for the exit. He offers that he's very good at cleaning things and can help with doing that if you'll be kind to him.
I mean, we could use a cleaner.
What did we say about slave driving?
I didn't say slave driving. We could hire him.
Oh, that's fair.
We could pay him a few silvers or something like that. Or at least give him a place to stay.
He nods.
I like the little guy.
A few more days pass, and you find Nepherin's note explaining her absence.
Hold on. Where's the room? Where's
Oh shit.
where's the room? Hang on, I'm just gonna quickly drag myself in there. There we go.
Oh shit, where'd that go?
The
There we
last
go.
stick was stuck.
There we go. Hugging the pillow.
Why you do these?
Another few days pass of you hugging the pillow and crying about the disappearance of all of your friends.
There, it's alright.
Oh, if only I had something to take my mind off.
There is
That's Neff's lasting memory. I'm just gonna have to distract myself.
Right here on her bed.
a knock at the castle entrance.
Oh, God's sake, going on.
Fucking hell, is Mug's back already?
Down here,
It's hard to, like, zoom
Pat's
in and out.
Snookums.
Go Snookums!
just change his name, John Schnookums, that's his name.
Schnookums holds the door open, and there is a messenger at the door in Elventree garb.
Oh, God, not there again.
Uh,
Hi!
and the messenger explains that they are from Elventree,
Well done.
and that there is a problem developing in the way down, which, as you'll recall, is the sinkhole to the Underdark.
Oh.
Oh, Christ.
And they are gathering powerful adventurers to go and explore within the Underdark. And the Herald of Elventree, Elenil, wished for the Golden Tooth to come and
They're gonna look a bit different when they get there.
wished for the Golden Tooth to come and assist with this.
Well, you're only getting the golden incisors right now.
Yeah. Canines at most.
Schnookums accepts that he will keep the castle clean and stocked while you are gone.
Goodbye, Schnookums!
And you guys head out on the road for the couple of days trip to Elventree.
We
And
do.
we're never heard from it.
And you'll never hear from again. The end. On day 2 of the travel, can I get a perception check from you both?
Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Please.
No. Okay, perception. 8.
Perception 7.
You're both deep in conversation, chatting away, riding. You've both got you've all got horses, right?
We had the horses from the Blueberry Firkin mission before.
Hey, Cal. No homo, Cal. No homo.
You're riding along on horseback next to each other. And you look up into the field at the side of the road. And crouching in the field picking flowers, Malzere, your attention is caught by a young blue man in his probably late teens, early 20s. Who's got his back to you.
Right.
The young blue man. There we are.
Oh, God. I knew someone was going to come in and you were the last person I expected.
Michael.
Hi.
You are sat in a field picking flowers.
Yep.
Would you like to join the game?
Yes, I'm doing that now. Buttons, so many buttons. Bam, joining now.
I stare at this little blue boy.
Would you like to describe yourself, Michael?
Yes, so I'm a bit on the young side. Like you said, I'm around 16, 17-ish. Quite thin but muscular. Platinum, like blondish white hair, which is like in a little bun. Quite loose fitting clothing.
Can I tell what you are?
This is a Genasi.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank
I
you.
like that. I like that.
How?
How?
Let me try that again.
Not that difficult to say, John.
How?
How?
Could you make me a perception check, please?
Yes, I'm learning how to do that currently. I've never done this. Well, I have, but in like 50 years ago. Bam! Is that right? I did it!
You did it!
Go team!
You can hear the sound of horses. There are a pair of them riding up behind you.
I don't think I'd really care. I'm gonna continue picking flowers.
I will rear my horse, seeing this small.
How do I change my name?
It's in the settings.
I'll do that later. Oh wait, I can do it now. Bam, done. Poof, and I'm dead.
One of the horses rears up and appears to have stopped from spotting you.
I turn around. Oh, hi.
Hey, little blueberry guy.
You guys are cool looking. Oh, sorry. I'm Hao, and I bow a little.
Okay, one I know. Two, nice to meet you. I'm Malzere.
Who's your friend?
Oh, that.
I didn't see him. I was riding.
What, the horse or the other guy on the horse?
Both.
The horse I've yet to name. He's just called Horse. The other guy's called Calderax.
I'd like to walk up and pet the horse.
I will let you pet. Horse.
You walk up and pet the horse.
It's a very nice horse. Oh, and I quickly run back and I pick up the daisy chain I was making. Where are you guys heading?
Elventree.
Where's that?
I believe we're heading a bit before Elventree, aren't we?
Well, near to Elventree, fuck you.
I'm just simply saying, we're not actually going to Elventree.
You are going to Elventree.
Oh, we are going to Elventree. Okay, then.
You're going to Elventree to discuss the thing about the thing that happens a little bit before
right, I thought we were
Elventree.
going straight there. Okay.
Where's Elventree? Is it far?
Somewhere that way? I haven't got a clue. We've been going for about 2 days now.
Well, that's cool. You guys must be tired.
It's not too bad.
We're not rushing or anything.
I have a camp. You could come and hang out if you wanted to. You don't have to, but if you wanted to, you totally could.
You're not trying to mug us, are you?
Inside
Oh.
check!
No, no, I'm not.
He
Sure.
doesn't have a camp at all!
No, I don't
He's
think
not.
so.
He's
He's
got a
actually
bit-
Satan.
He's got a bedroll, if that!
You trust
I'm
him.
su-
I trust him, okay? Okay. You seem too cute to be a thief.
Thank you.
I don't know, I mean, you've done it before.
Oh. Oh, well, nice to know you think I'm cute anyway.
At this point, a tanned female walks out from the tree line.
I knew it!
Starts mowing people down. Spirit Guardians, attack!
Who have you found? Seriously.
Oh, I found these people. They have horses and horns, and they're really cool. I made you a daisy chain.
Oh, thanks. Hi, my name's Pi.
Hi.
Pie!
I know.
Pyronus.
It sounds like a food, but it's not. It's just her name.
Yeah, definitely not the food.
So
No,
how
Pyronus.
how and pie? What were your parents thinking?
I don't know. I
Questionable
never met
thoughts.
my parents.
Oh.
I
Nice
was
woman.
raised in a temple.
Oh,
A temple.
I can do stuff.
oh god, not more religious people.
Well, I'm not like I don't think I'm like preachy religious. I just they worship who I worship, and she guides me, and she's really cool, and she lets me do stuff like this, and I cast gust to move like some leaves.
There is a gust of wind, and the leaves pick up and just fling themselves down the road.
So, are you two like siblings or something, or friends?
I just look and look at Pi and just start giggling. Well,
Unlikely friends.
She's not blue.
I'd say she is not blue, she's tanned.
Hey, come on, my brother's a deeper shade of purple than me.
Yes, but there's a difference between blue and tanned.
Well, I don't know. They could be adoptive. I mean, isn't your brother human?
True, but either way.
And then there's an ARF!
Oh,
Oh my
goodness
fucking
sake.
Oh, that's Ember.
ARF!
I'd like to just run away towards the sounds of Ember.
Oh my god.
It's a hellhound. It's a hellhound.
The Genasi disappears back towards the tree line.
Come and see. It's my fox.
ARF!
How appears to have taken a liking to it. New friend.
I'm very confused, but either way, it gets off horse.
Yeah.
I'd get off it as well.
We've got food and a fire, so you're more than welcome to rest the night.
Leads Artax to the...
Did you seriously call it Artax?
I called it Artax ages ago, remember? That's literally when I got it.
I have the ambush ready. Be sure to kill them the minute they get to the camp.
You get
I
to
mean,
the
Turns to Malzray. Be sure to kill them as soon as we get into the camp.
you get to the tree line, and Hal is rolling on the ground with a young fox
I would like to
Um,
be trying to put a flower like in its like behind its like tucking it behind its ear, and it's just not having it.
I love it.
Ninja fucks!
That's adorable. I love it so
No,
much.
just let me. You'll look so pretty with it in.
Our Ember is just sat on top of Hal, just licking his face.
God.
Yeah, completely tame. I picked him up when he was a cub, so
Oh.
he's with us now.
Aww.
That's hold on. That's
That's kind of cute. We used to have like a dog, and then we got so hungry that I tried to eat it when I was a baby, so we had to sell it. That was pretty sad.
That's
I just shoot up. You're not gonna eat Ember, are you? And just like protectively hug him.
What? No. No, I only eat animals if they're dead, and that does not look dead.
Arf!
That's wonderful. That's great. That's
Hal gives off an elemental ping.
oh.
Pyrolis gives off a celestial ping.
Oh, she's an ASMR.
And they both give off the ping of good.
I ping Faye.
What about
Oh, no, I ping Fiend.
Ember gives off no pings to that spell.
It pings fiend, undead, aberration.
Alright.
Just when you're not looking, it's just like tentacle face.
It's like it's like the Flurkin in Captain Marvel.
Considering that had the verbal component, I just stare at Calderex and I'm just like, do you just not trust anyone?
We meet two people randomly on the road.
Yeah, that's how we found you.
That depends if you think it's random.
No, I walked into the same tavern as you.
Close enough.
I mean, arguably, I met him on the road, so
That's true, we did, but that's because that's where I was supposed to be.
I'm sorry if my spell offends anyone, but I like to be safe.
Listen,
You didn't offend me, don't worry.
listen, Cal. Let's reason here. This mission that we're on, they're expecting, like, the whole of the Golden Tooth.
Yes, and we are two of them.
You guys have golden teeth?
Oh,
we
I
don't have
wish.
golden teeth.
We don't have golden teeth, but we do have golden things that you can't have.
Ember jumps out of Hal's arms, if allowed, and will
Yeah.
go and start sniffing at Calderax's feet. Arf!
Off.
Arf!
I
But
think
kneels
that
down
like
and attempts.
thank you.
Yeah.
Arf! Licks hand.
Fusses him or her. It.
It's a he.
He fusses him.
Arf! 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 Arf!
he's
I
adorable.
have to say, how is correct? You would look lovely with a flower behind you.
I think everyone looks better with flat. Oh, I could make you guys daisy chains too if you want.
Sure.
Arf!
If you're not too busy, why not?
I'm
Yeah.
never too busy. Wait, I was supposed to be collecting firewood. I forgot.
Well,
Yeah.
we're here now, so we can obviously help with that.
Wait, no, I didn't sign up for this.
We've been travelling together long enough
Oh,
to.
come on, Malzere. To help now.
Oh, fine.
I've collected.
After all, we've met two random strangers on the road. We have to trust them implicitly.
I think you're too busy being sarcastic and rude.
Alright, we'll help with like fucking firewood.
It's fine. I've found a load already. I've travelled with him. You know, he's easily distracted.
But I saw some really cool flowers. It's not my fault.
You just pat him on the shoulder.
I mean, they were cool flowers. You have to, you know,
Arf!
exactly.
I'd like to try and while Hal is distracting Ember, I'd like to sneakily get the flower behind his ear.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Well, that's gonna.
With advantage because I'm distracting.
Sure.
Yeah. It meant nothing.
One moment.
Let me quickly roll on the Ember savagery chart.
Ember notices you coming and just starts licking your hand.
No, that's not what I wanted, but I'm also not gonna.
Either way.
Arf.
Off.
Let's just rest.
You guys head back to Hao and Pai's camp, and we'll discuss what happens there and the horrible ambush that one side is hidden for the other.
What? No.
We'll pick this up next time on the Adventures of the Golden Tooth, and or whatever the hell this new group gets called.
The golden two front teeth.
Golden
Blow
finger
it for
man.
Christmas.
On Friday, I will be back with D&D story time in the form of a choose-your-own-adventure book titled Escape the Underdark, where I'm not entirely sure what you have to do.
Well then.
I
You'd have to
think
figure
you're
it
trying
out.
to break. I think you're trying to break into Elysium.
Yeah.
No. I think that you've got to find a straw.
In a big stack of straw.
No, you've got to find a hay in a big stack of needles.
You have to try and circumvent the abyss.
So, I'm going to be back on Friday with, at the very least, Tanny and possibly some other people, as some people attempt to escape the Underdark in the Choose-Your-Own-Adventure book from the Endless Quest series of books from Dungeons & Dragons. On Sunday, we're back with the Tomb of Annihilation crew as they continue to...
Has Riordan died?
As Riordan manages stairs real good.
So dead.
And Seraphine Renala and Theodas manage a door that blew up in their face. It's
I managed the door. I managed to fix it and everything.
it's going real good all round for the Tomb of Annihilation crew. So we'll see how that goes. Monday next week, Sean and myself and Michael will be back on the Sky Factory server.
Yeah.
Where hopefully I think the current plan is food and farming.
That's a
I
good
think
plan.
so. Yeah.
Because food is good. We have carrots, but there's more options.
But there's more than just carrots.
Get away, John. There's nothing more than carrots.
I mean, technically at the moment we've got carrots and acorns.
Well, see, already a feast.
Bounty.
There's even further options in this pack, so let's try and get some of those going. On Wednesday next week, a thing will occur, maybe, but who knows what that will be? I don't.
What?
Magical Mystery Wednesdays.
Golden Tooth is going fortnightly,
Cool.
because that gives me more time to write it and work out what's going to happen. So this will be back in 2 weeks' time, which means that this next Golden Tooth session will be the 21st.
Okay.
So at the end of that week, the Friday of next week, I also don't know what's going to happen. It should have probably been Space Odysseus, the A-Team, but Sammy's being all greedy and on holiday and stuff.
Ow.
Yeah, what a thought.
So...
If you want, John, I can host a Fighting Fantasy night if you'd like.
So that sounds a good plan. Then on Sunday of that week, we'll be back with the Storm King's Thunder crew as they continue to make their way to the Oracle of the Allfather, and the new members of the team, Hector, Borrowed, Milo, and the returning Chupacabra, bed themselves into the castle alongside Fenthwick, who's always been there,
The only original member left.
and
Hey, I got turned into a naked statue, so
and Yaghol,
Yeah, come.
who is also there but not been there since the beginning. We'll be back with those guys. For now, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.
bye.
Fuckers.
And
What?
I said toodles, motherfuckers.
Sorry, it sounded like you were summoning Satan.